Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the first episode, or the first video blog of Critical Mass with Gabe. I want to talk about three things today, three things that I saw the last couple of weeks at the movie theater and on home video, well, DVD today. The first thing I wanted to talk about is The Wolfman 2010. I'm a huge fan of the original Wolfman. It's a great story. It's a tragic story, a story about a man who's cursed and has to make a choice. The updating of the new Wolfman, not so much. Directed by Joe Johnston, starring Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, and Anthony Hopkins. I had some real problems with the film. For one thing, it didn't have the passion that the original film had. You could see that Del Toro wanted to, and that he really wanted to take it to the next level. But I think the script was limited. Secondly, there was a lot of stuff that went wrong. There was another director attached to direct this, and he was fired or quit. I'm not sure which one. I don't remember. 3 weeks before principal photography was to begin. So they were going along, and then because of a difference of opinion, we lost the original director. So some of the original vision was probably lost. Joe Johnston came in, and Joe Johnston has done some good things. He was art direction for the Ewoks and Return of the Jedi. Joe Johnston did Jurassic Park 3, which I think brought the series back to where it should have been. And Joe Johnston is set to direct the first Avenger, Captain America, for Marvel. After watching The Wolfman, my hopes aren't so great that Joe will be able to do it, but we'll see. The Wolfman lacked heart. It really did. It lacked passion, it lacked conflict, it lacked the tragedy necessary to make it The Wolfman. And also, while the effects were really good for the transformations, the CGI was terrible. There is one scene with an elk that stands out. It was atrocious, and the final climactic battle was probably one of the worst CGI climactic battles I've ever seen. In my opinion, skip The Wolfman in the theater and wait for it to come out on DVD or Blu-ray. Secondly, last weekend my wife and I caught Avatar in 3D. Wow, pretty amazing. We were very, very impressed with the colors. The 3D was very, very good. It wasn't used as a gimmick as I was expecting it to be used as a gimmick. The entire environment while we watched it was in 3 dimensions. It was like you were kind of in the middle of the film. It was really good. The film itself, not so much. A little heavy-handed on the message, not a lot of depth. But visually, it was incredibly stunning, and something that I think everyone should probably try and see in 3D, and everyone should probably try and see in the theater. I doubt that the home video experience, the home experience, is going to be anywhere near as incredible as the experience was in the theater. I was blown away by it, quite honestly. Again, the story, the acting was serviceable, but nothing to get excited about. But this one is one of those movies you must see in the theater to really experience the entire scope of it. And the final thing that I was going to talk about is my wife and I happened to rent The Kite Runner from Netflix. Now, I knew that this was up for Best Foreign Language Film a few years ago for an Academy Award or something like that, and I had reservations about it because I'm not a big fan of Academy Award-winning films. They tend to be over my head or dry or something like that. I tend to, blah. And then I saw that Sam Mendes' name was attached to this, and he did Road to Perdition that I had just seen with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. That made me want to gouge my eyes out, quite frankly. I really didn't like that movie. But I started watching The Kite Runner and absolutely adored this picture. It's a story about a father and son, and the son's friend Hassan, and it's about coming of age, growing up, taking responsibility for your actions and for who you are and what you are. And it's also a story that you can never really go home again. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a beautiful film. It also was an excellent picture of pre communist Afghanistan, pre the Russians invading Afghanistan, and then also pre 9/11 Afghanistan and what had happened and what the Taliban did to Afghanistan and changed the landscape. It was a fascinating film. A couple of times I had big old tears in my eyes because it was truly a touching film, and the end is great. It's a very unique story. I thought it was great. It makes me want to read the book. So one of these days I'll probably pick up the book and read that. But all in all, those are 3 films that I saw recently that I wanted to talk to you about. And I think that The Wolfman, skip it. Avatar 3D, see it in the theater as soon as you can. And The Kite Runner, go out and rent that today. Thanks for watching my first ever video blog of reviews. And I know they're short, but people are busy, and we'll see you next time.